Here's how you can get started on becoming a promotional model or a promo model if you don't know where to start and you have absolutely no idea. You're going to want to go to Google and you're going to look up experiential staffing agency, or you're going to look up event staffing agency. You're going to come across a bunch of different staffing agencies. You're going to click on them and you're going to look through to see what locations they cover and who their clients are if they list them. And if there's any interest to you from their site, you're going to apply through their website. Once you get into their agency, they're going to start sending you different listings and events that they're having, and they're going to ask you for your availability. You say no or you say yes based on if you're able to actually attend. Another thing you can do that I've actually done and it's worked is you can DM brands on Instagram and you can just say, hey, I'm looking to be a promotional model at any of your upcoming events and I was wondering what staffing agency you use. You'll find out what staffing agency they use. You can apply to the agency and then that's it. Yeah. So I work for about 20 different agencies. There's no limit. You're not contracted. It's not weird and it's great. Love it. Good luck. Yes, so in this video I'm going to be talking about what a promotional model is, some of the gigs I've done in the past, how I got them, and then I'm going to talk about how you guys can get into it too, because it's literally for anybody. To clarify, a promo model is someone that works promotions for a brand. Usually they're events or pop-ups or just fun things. Brands need extra hands at times, so they'll hire you to kind of just be whatever they need you to be for that day. Here's me at Under Armour. They were having their grand opening in the World Trade Center. I was handing out goodies all day. Here I am at Pride in New York City. We were handing out t-shirts all day for Freeform. This was a really fun event. Here's my favorite picture from that day. The Kinder Bueno pop-up. I got to bring home lots of chocolate this weekend. It was amazing. This was actually my first event. I got to work the guest list of the VIP press conference. That was really fun. I'm sure you can imagine all the people I met. Sportski was super fun. I got to dress up in beautiful jewelry and hand out ice cream. Bleacher Report threw a huge party for anyone to come to in Manhattan that wanted to be there. It was a big football party. And now I'm out of time, so like for part 2 if you want to know how you guys can do it too. Tell me about the time that you found out where babies came from, for real. And also tell me where you thought they came from before. I'll go first. Okay, so when I was 7 years old, I was at my friend's house and we were playing with Bratz dolls. We were, just playing with the Bratz dolls. She had the whole collection. I did not have the Bratz collection. I was a Barbie kind of girl or a Polly Pocket kind of girl, so I didn't have Bratz. And I'm at her house, we're playing, and she starts doing something really weird with the dolls. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm making them have babies. And I'm like, what? So she goes, don't you know where babies come from? And I'm like, no, because I had really never knew it. Like, I had never asked. I never even really honestly thought about it. Like, I was getting a baby sister that year too, but I had asked Santa for one, and my mom automatically became pregnant, so I assumed that the baby just came from Santa, but, like, I had no idea. So she goes, yeah, the way that you have a baby is you have to, like, kiss their privates. So I asked my mom, and she told me the truth. American Girl dolls that are worth the most money now. If you have Kristen, Samantha, or Molly, check their bodies. If the doll has a white body and is in good condition, it's possible that it's worth over $3,000. If you have an American Girl doll that does not have a white body, that's okay. It is possible that it's still worth a nice chunk of change. Felicity, for example, I found her listed for $750. I also found her sold for $1,300, so she really ranges. Kanani was the doll of the year in 2011, which was not that long ago, and she can go up to $2,500 is the asking price for her. A lot of the girl of the years are worth a lot of money, but she is definitely worth the most. Kaya goes for around $600. If you have any duo, they're probably worth a lot of money. Like, this is Molly and Emily, they go for about $900. If you have Samantha and Nellie, if you have Felicity and Elizabeth, lots of money. If you have a doll that I didn't mention, it could probably still be worth something. There's just so many freaking dolls and so little time, clearly, so comment below if you have one. Toys you might have that are worth a lot of money now, part 2. First up is the Julie American Girl doll because she very recently retired, but she's going for around $300. Next up, we have the Kit Kittredge American Girl doll who goes for around $230, depending on if she's new or used because she's also retired. Fun fact, I also tried out for this movie. I did not get it, but I did get to meet Abigail Breslin. Then we have Beanie Babies. Now, a lot of Beanie Babies are worth a lot of money, so if you have any, definitely look those up, but here are 2 of them that are worth a lot of money right now. Then we have Disney VHS tapes. If you have any Disney VHS tapes that are the Black Diamond edition, those are probably worth a lot of money. It ranges from hundreds to thousands of dollars. I believe the Beauty and the Beast is worth the most. I could be wrong on that one, but if you have any, definitely look into those because those could be worth a lot. A whole lot of My Little Ponies also go for a lot of money. If you have any, you can definitely look those up. And most character dolls are worth a nice chunk of change. Random wedding thoughts for the wedding that I am not engaged for yet. So for my save the date, I'm going to send out a QR code on a piece of paper that's going to have instructions on how to scan above it. Then when people scan the QR code, they're going to be brought to my wedding website. From there, they're going to have to put in their email. First thing they're going to have to do is put in their email. This email is going to be where they're going to get all the email updates for the updates to my website. First thing they're going to see on the website is going to be my save the date, which is going to be a wedding trailer. It's going to be a video trailer to my wedding, very similar to a movie trailer. Then they're going to be able to get email updates as I update my page, including the invitations are going to be posted to there. They're going to be able to RSVP through the website, very simple and easy. Then at the end of everything, after the wedding, they're going to get another email update asking them if they can upload a video to the website just for me to see, that no one else will see it. It'll be private. And they're going to be requested to just talk about their favorite thing at the wedding and just kind of giving us well wishes if they don't mind. And it'll just be an optional thing that I think will be really fun for me to put all together into one big video for me to look back on in the future with my husband. That's it. Hopping on this trend, Christy's wedding rules from Christy's Unengaged But. So, number 1, no plus ones unless if I've met them already. You also must be in a very serious relationship, because if you have your plus one in my wedding photos, I better see them again in the future, okay? That's all I have to say. Also, if I'm paying for their plate, you better be serious, okay? Number 2, no kids, unless they're close family, because I don't want little kids running around. 1. 2, there are going to be a bunch of drunk people everywhere. No place for kids. And 3, I don't want to pay for your kid's plate just for them to, like, have 2 chicken nuggets and then cry on the dance floor. No, don't want that. Next one, no cell phones during ceremony until the moment mentioned. So I don't want your phones in my pictures, but I will have a moment mentioned during the ceremony, probably prior to everything happening, just for you to take out your phone, take your picture, and then put it away for the ceremony to begin. Okay? Also, no sides. Like, we're getting married. One big happy family, okay? No sides. No sides. Next is must participate in Cotton Eye Joe. Why are you at the wedding? What are you doing? No. Here's the story of how I met this guy, Donnie Wahlberg, and had absolutely no freaking idea who the heck I was talking to. So I was on the set of Blue Bloods. It was my very first time on set. I was background extra, and I was just honestly so excited to be there. This was my second time on the set of a show. I was just so pumped to be on the set of a show. So all the background extras are just kind of like chilling, waiting for direction, and this guy's just waiting by himself. So I go up to him, I'm talking to him, we're just having like a cool conversation. He tells me all about Boston, and I'm like, wow, you come all the way here from Boston to be an extra? That's crazy! So then the director calls places, and then he calls action, and then I realize who the heck I was talking to. I was talking to the lead of the frickin' show. I'm sitting there so embarrassed. Well, figured out he knew that I had no idea who he was, and he appreciated it, I think, so much that I treated him like a normal person. So then someone from the set comes up to me, and they're telling me not to talk to him. So Donnie Wahlberg comes up to us, and he's like, no, she's cool, we're pals. And that's the story of how now every time I'm on set, he says, what's up? And we're cool. Alright, so I see here that Katie's afraid of heights, so we're going to actually put her in a one-on-one, skydiving one-on-one with him sometime either this week or next week. I also see here that Victoria was complaining heavily about how she hasn't had any time alone with him, so we're going to make sure that we put her on a group date this week, and we're going to make sure that we include the girl from the last one-on-one, because it was very obvious when she got back from the date that they had a fantastic time and made all the girls very jealous, so we're going to make sure that she's there on that group date, okay? Victoria also keeps calling herself a queen, so we have to make sure that we bring a real queen in, okay? Make sure that she's wearing her crown as well. Wait, Matt, you wanted to get rid of her this week? Yeah, that's not gonna work, because we actually have something planned for next week that's gonna, like, really shake the house up and really, like, get something started for the viewers. So, we can get rid of her next week, but I don't think it's gonna work this week. Oh, you don't know who else to get rid of instead? We can get rid of Anna. It's really clear that, like, she's not the one. Let's be real. It's just clear. Like, we already know who's gonna be the one. Let's be real. We do. We do know. We know. So, yeah. No. Yep.